I want to put a stake in the ground right now and say, I like Mensik the best. I like him the best. You can give me Van Asche. You can give me Feast. You can give me Mikkelsen. You could give me Medjedovic. You could give me Jerry Shung. You could give me Prismic. Whatever names you want to throw my way, 20 and under. Some of those guys might be 21, but I think for the most part, I'm going 20 and under there. I like Mensik the best. I just think he's the best. Now, that could change, but right now, that's where I'm at. And I'll tell you why. For me, he's going to be an elite serve. The World Feed announcers in this final were comparing his motion to Nick Kyrgios. I think it's a great comparison. It is silky, smooth, flowy. He's 6'4". It's a pinpoint serve. It's got great tempo. He's got a low toss. It's pretty hard to read. I can go on and on. The serve is a gem, and he's only 18, and he hits spots. It's wild to me. Khachanov, after the match, said at some times it felt like he was playing John Isner. Do I think we're meant to take that literally? No. But the serve is special. The ball striking, to me, will also be elite. I love him off of both wings. I think there's consistency. I think there's repeatability. I think there's power. And then finally, the court coverage, the athleticism. That is what I did not expect. I called his match on T2 against Andrei Rublev. Oh, no, I called his match against Murray first. But even, it really stuck out against Rublev because Rublev is going to dictate against you. Like, Rublev is going to give you world-class forehands, corner to corner to corner to corner to corner. And he's going to go bwah, 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 bwah. And that is going to be a really good test of how well you move. And Mensik was staying in those rallies for an extra however many balls, whatever. He was staying in those rallies. And that I didn't expect because I knew he was a big kid and I knew he hit the ball big and I knew he served well. I watched him against Taylor Fritz at the US Open last year and he got smoked in that match. And maybe I saw blips of that, but I just think the way he was moving into corners, hitting on the move, hanging in rallies, that's what I didn't expect for a guy who serves as big and hits as big as Jakub Mensik. Oh, and is as big at 6'4" and not a lanky, skinny 6'4". A pretty strong, muscular 6'4". And lastly, this is just the cherry on top. Because if these things weren't true, I wouldn't worry. But he's already drop-shotting. He's already volleying. So it's not as if it's just power through the court is all he has and all you have to cover for. He's also doing those other things. I'm not going to say, his hands look like Benoit Paire out there, but he's trying it. And he's at least been serviceable in those areas. So when I look for prospects, I want to see two-way players. I want to see players who have the potential to be among the best offensively and defensively, if I'm going to boil this down. And that's what I saw for Alcaraz. Not that I'm really apples to apples comparing the two, but for me, Mensik has that obvious potential to do that, to be elite offensively, which I think is a sure thing. Elite defensively, I think is a possibility. And he just answers so many questions in the affirmative for me. By the way, he's already shown a lot of really impressive physicality in his game. Rarely can I look at an 18-year-old and say, there aren't a lot of questions there that I can't answer. And for some guys, there are questions, and eventually they turn into yeses. But for the first couple of years, they're shoulder shrugs. Like, oh, is he ever going to figure that out? Is he ever going to improve that? And they have a chance to do it. I'm saying Mensik right now at 18, I don't even know what the question is. That's what I'm saying. Because for Mikkelsen, I'm asking, does he move well enough? Van Asche and Prismic, are they too underpowered to be top teners down the road? Feast, does he do anything better than Mensik other than movement? Is his forehand better? Is his backhand better? Is his serve better? I guess I'll leave like Fonseca, and I didn't mention Fonseca. I didn't want to because I literally just watched him like basically for the first time. And I'm just not ready to really say if I like Fonseca or Mensik better. If you give me Fonseca versus Mensik, I don't know. But the rest of them, I'm ready to make that declaration.